Hi everyone, this is Rhoda and welcome to our Shakti Manifestation Meditation Training. Let me just say that I am super thrilled to have you here. If you are not currently using Shakti with your manifesting, with your meditation, you are missing out because Shakti is one of the, if not the, actually, let me just say, okay, let me just be so bold to say, Shakti is the most creative force, the most powerful force on this planet. What is Shakti energy? It is a feminine energy. It is a life force energy. It is an energy that animates, creates, transforms. It is an energy that is present in your body and outside of your body. So this is something that you have the power to plug into at all times. It is something that is never separate from you. It is something that is always there to support you. And it is something that you don't have to go searching. You don't have to travel around the world, do this and that to find it, because it's there. It's in you. The first step is just to trust, okay? Trust, and then be able to surrender to that feeling and to that state. Some people ask me, what does it feel like? How do I know if I'm in touch with Shakti? How do I know if I've awakened that Shakti? A lot of you, I'm sure, have heard about Kundalini. And that is a form of Shakti energy. That is the form of Shakti that sits at the base of the spine. And when it is awoken, it climbs all the way up the spine and out the top of the head. It feels like bliss. It feels like fire. It feels like unbelievableness. It's a beautiful feeling. And that is a feeling that there's no question there. Like, you know that it's happening because it's so intense and so beautiful. But there are other forms of Shakti that are more subtle and that might take a little bit of tuning into at first to really understand the fullness of that power, to really feel that power. And so a lot of what I do in my work and my exercises is just, it's all about awareness. It's all about becoming more aware to what is happening in your body. Those feelings, those sensations, those tiny little pulls, those whatever it is, become aware of it. Don't ignore it, okay? Become like a detective when it comes to your body. You know, like you're out there closely examining and you're looking for clues. You're going deeper and deeper. You're trying to put, this puzzle together. Really be like that, okay? Because this is a practice, all right? This is not just a one-time shot. It's not like, okay, yep, found Shakti, and then that's it. I'm good. I'm done. No, this is an ongoing thing. This is a way of life. It's a lifestyle living in this place. And so with this training meditation series of exercises, I just really want to sort of start lighting that fire within you, because that awareness and that meditation, that mindfulness is a big part of amplifying Shakti, of bringing her up to the surface where she can be felt and realized. Now, let me say before I share these exercises that this is not something that is just for women, okay? It's not just for us. It's for you guys, you men out there too who are watching this. Shakti energy is feminine, yes, but both masculine and feminine are up for grabs for both of us, for both men and women. They are both inherent in both of us. And I think that is actually the misunderstanding of this has actually allowed for women to be misunderstood, abused, denigrated for so long, and also have allowed men to feel cut off and stifled from their potential, not realizing that feminine aspect is there for them to feel, not knowing that that is okay for them to feel, because society tells men to be hard and to be strong and to not express and all of this. And then, it tells us women that we're weaker, that we are not as powerful, that our voices don't really matter as much. And, this kind of thing goes both ways. So we got to work together here. All right. It's not about calling anybody out, calling the blame on anybody. It's about us coming together, realizing this potential within us, and then boom, expanding it out into the world. Can you do that with me? I would love that. So let's go ahead and start with our exercises. All right. So we are here. We're going to work with Shakti today to manifest. All right. We're going to be manifesting one thing. But let us just first, I'm going to take you through a series of exercises, and then we're going to bring in that one thing that you want to manifest. So you can start maybe thinking about it right now. One thing, all right, narrow it down. One. Not two, not three, but one. First of all, let's start with this breathing exercise. You can be standing for this or sitting if you prefer. Doesn't matter. But I want you to breathe in through the nose. And then exhale through the mouth, feeling your body melting into the ground, into Mama Earth beneath you. Inhale. And exhale, melt. I want you to keep this going. By doing this, when you're melting and you're exhaling, you're allowing all that stuff that's not serving you, you're just allowing that to fall right off, all right? Take your time with this. Take that opportunity to go deep, to feel, to experience, to soften. Really starting to tune out the world around you, allowing yourself this moment. All right, now we're moving on to part 2. So for this next exercise, I'd like you to tune in to the very base of your spine, right at the tip of it. And I want you to imagine that you are rocking it left and right. And this is a very subtle movement. So the tip of your spine is going left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay? So just moving it left to right. And then we're going to start as it's going to the left. I want you to inhale through the mouth. As it's going to the right, I want you to exhale through the mouth, okay? And if you will look at my body, it's very subtle, right? You don't really see me, going like this, okay? Because that would be the exaggerated movement, getting the tip of your spine to turn, to go left, to go right, to go left, right? But this is very subtle, okay? You can see a little movement, but not too much, not too big. So left is the inhale, right is the exhale. Left is the inhale, right is the exhale. Now we're going to make circles. So you're again going to be focusing on that very tip, the base of the spine, and you're going to imagine like that tip is almost kind of like stirring the bottom of your pelvis, okay, in a circle like this, okay? So the exaggerated movement would be that, all right? So the hips are moving, but the subtle movement is just very slow circle that you're making. Almost if it helps you to imagine that the base or the tip of your spine is like a pen pointed downward. And then that pen is just over and over again drawing a circle at the bottom of your pelvis, okay? And you're just going over that circle again and again, okay? That same circle, just drawing it over and over again. Not too big, making this a very subtle movement. Okay, and then now, as we did with the last one, we're gonna add our breathing to this. So as you're drawing your circle along the front, I want you to inhale through the mouth. As you're drawing the other half of the circle along the back, I want you to exhale, okay? So inhale, exhale. Inhale, draw the half of the circle on the front. Exhale, other half on the back. Just keep this going And go ahead and switch directions here, drawing your circle in the other direction, keeping your breath in alignment with the movement. So as you're inhaling, you're drawing the circle, the first half along the front, and then as you're exhaling, you're drawing that second half along the back. And again, you're seeing me, I'm not drawing like this. Okay? It's just subtle. This is very subtle. Okay? Because we're really speaking, we're really trying to speak to the core of that energy right now. And we're trying to become more aware of our bodies and of the energy that we have there. And so it's really great starting out just to dive into the subtle movements. Okay, you got it? All right, so those 2 spine exercises we did are very important. So what we're going to do now, I know you already have the visual down, so you don't really need to see it, but this part is just pretty much we're doing what we were just doing, but now we are adding that intention. We're adding the manifestation, you know, we're kind of fueling that fire so that the magic can happen. So I want you to think about that one thing. Remember, I said at the beginning that you want to manifest. I want you to just bring that one thing into the mind right now. And I want you to make a sentence out of it. That sentence would be, I am creating. And then this one thing, you fill in the blank with the one thing that you would like to manifest. So I am creating $1 million. Haha. All right, so I'm creating $1 million. That's mine. And I am going to, as I do this, I'm going to go back to that first spine exercise we did when we went to the left with the tip of the spine. We kind of moved it to the left. And then remember, that was the inhale. And then we went to the right. We exhaled as we went to the right. And again, just like we were doing with the circles, you could imagine that your spine is like a pen that's aimed downward. And then that pen is drawing a little line to the left. And then it's moving back to the right and drawing a line. So it's pretty much drawing a straight line back and forth, okay, if that helps. So we're going to be doing that, right? And as we do that, as we inhale and move to the left, in our heads, we say the words, I am creating. And then as we exhale and we move the tip of the spine to the right, fill in the blank, $1 million. Okay, so left, spine goes to the left, inhale, I am creating. Spine goes in a straight line to the right, fill in the blank. All right, so I want you to have the space to do this right now on your own. Just really allowing yourself to feel the energy that you are creating, that you are sparking as you do this. Focusing just on this, combining that breath with that movement, with that intention. All right, and again, this is a nice, subtle movement. You're taking your time with this, just as I'm doing. You see my upper body is moving ever so slightly as I do this. That's all that it takes. It does not need to be big, some big fireworks display. And now we're going to do the circle exercise, same idea. With that tip of the spine, we're drawing a circle. And then again, as we draw up to the first half of the circle, that's the inhale, and we say the words in our heads, I am creating. And then as we exhale and draw the circle along the back, fill in the blank, okay? taking your time, really surrendering to this, aligning your vision, your intention with Shakti. And then going in the opposite direction, drawing the circle the other way, still keeping this going. I am creating whatever it is. And now I'd like you to very slowly stop your movements until your spine is completely straight. If your eyes are not closed right now, make sure they're closed. I want you now to place both hands over your heart, over the heart chakra. And with your hands over your heart, I'd like you to imagine all of those things that you are grateful for, all of the people that you are grateful for. I want you to imagine all of that coming into the space of your heart, filling up your heart right now. Let's take a nice deep inhale together and exhale with sound. Ha! There you have it, my friends. That is all that it takes. Working with that Shakti energy, lighten that energy up, bringing that together with the breath and with the intention. That is powerful right there, all right? That is powerful. That is one of my secrets, all right? Don't tell anybody about this, okay? Shh. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this Shakti manifestation meditation series.